Start.
Bubble, bubble, toil and trouble.
Make my Titan souls on the double. Play. Ooh, that looks pretty.
I don't wanna know.
I just want to ride my motorcycle. Cool. Man, is that Earthbound? I love Earthbound.
Man, back in my day, games used to be in 3D.
Pretty so 2000.
Retro is the new future. Okay, that does look pretty cool.
She's going Super Saiyan.
2015, AcidNerve.com. So that was Titan Souls gameplay trailer coming out this week on PS4 and PS Vita. Not sure if it comes out on anything else.
Sequel to Dark Souls. Clearly.
It's a sequel that's made into a prequel.
Actually, a sequel to Demon Souls, because that makes more sense.
Shadow of the Bloodborns.
It's a sequel to your mum.
I don't know. On the one hand, like, you know, retro games are pretty mainstream nowadays. They're not retro anymore. But that seemed to do the retro graphics well enough. Like, it did look interesting.
I think there's other reason because indie devs can't afford the real graphics. It's red
Possibly.
Well,
Though, to be honest, I enjoy more games with peculiar graphics instead of just fake pixel graphics. If you have an art style that's simple enough, but it has character, I enjoy it more than just going for the pixel art.
I want a
trying
game
to
that's
look
entirely.
retro.
I want a game that's entirely made out of penises.
Well, I like.
you have the
like
power,
game
Starcraft.
style, but don't make it.
Yes.
Well, I like retro gameplay style, but don't make it look outdated. Like do it like Dragon Crown did. Like
Yeah.
it has the gameplay style, but looks beautiful.
Yeah.
Like, related to that, talking about how if you can make your graphics look interesting, that's kind of why I'm interested in playing Gurumin, since it looks like one of those old N64, PS1 3D platforming games, but they put a little more effort into the graphics, so it actually looks like a neater version of that, or like a little more graphically intensive Mega Man Legends. So I'm interested in that one, since it gets that retro feel, but does it a little better than the games of the retro times did.
Pixel art is just... It was fun for a while. Now,
it's a way to
please
save money.
stop.
Stop. Your machines have the power. You can make things look cool and interesting.
Yes.
And it's probably even more effort just trying to make everything in pixel art and having decent animation than just using a different art style altogether. So please just stop and make your own game.
I kind of
Well,
want to
it's
see a
work
game
now.
done entirely in sketchbook color drawings. Like, yeah.
I think that And Yet It Moves is kind of like that.
Well, I know that the Skullgirls beta, if anyone plays that, when they are doing the beta characters, because they don't have all of the sprite animations done for that yet, they will just put in the line art for the characters doing the moves, and it actually looks like a really neat effect. But that's just, eventually it all gets replaced with the real actual art of the game, so you can only see it for a limited time. But yeah. Anyway, that their news thing. So this is the V2 Newscast. I will be your host this week again because Six Axis has disappeared into a time vortex. We expect he'll come out either 3 weeks ago or 3 weeks from now. But yes, so I am here. Who else is here? If you would sound off, I don't know. I'm not looking at the Skype thing. Oh, thanks, Zaffo. We got a Polak, we got a Spy Crab, we got a Jormungandr, we got a nominative, I believe, or a John fan?
No.
Yeah, I stuck in. I just woke up.
Yeah, okay. Got a John fan. Got a... anyone else? I know
No.
Kudu randomly appeared last week, but I don't think that
Sort of,
Yeah.
was
like,
this week.
We'll probably have another 5 people join as soon as. we
Yeah,
get
I'm
to the
sure
point
Herp
of,
will
like,
randomly sneak in sometime. God damn it. But anyway.
Once they figure out we're on the part where we're asking people what they're playing, streaming, whatever, somebody's gonna pop in and be there like, "Yep, I'm playing."
I
this.
was here the
See you later,
entire
niggas."
time. But alright, so
the entire time.
I'm a little more organized this time than last time, but I am not nearly as organized as 6Axis, so whatever. I'm just going to do the main things with that there video game stuff. So Nintendo, Microsoft, Sony, etc. So for the more of the same category, about that Nintendo news. So
Oh wait, where's that?
Preemptively shut up, Zaffo.
speaking of more of the same, so Call of Duty. The Call of Duty website now lets you link your Nintendo account for quote-unquote some reason. Activision will not say whether or not Black Ops 3 will be headed to Wii U. Side note, we'll get to it, Black Ops 3 is confirmed a thing. So yeah, since Call of Duty always plays totally different, of course Black Ops 3 has a welcome place on the Wii U, I would think. Like, I don't know, why not? But yeah, for some odd reason you can now connect your Nintendo Network ID on the Call of Duty website. Priorly only linkable with Xbox Live, PlayStation Network, and Steam. Yup. So,
Well,
yeah.
have you ever played Modern Warfare for the Wii?
No.
No.
That worked pretty well. It was pretty fun.
I think I remember, what was it? World at War was one of the more popular shooters on the Wii back in the day.
Yeah, it was one of the first to
Yeah.
make it like regular shooters. Then they made Modern Warfare for the Wii as well. They worked pretty well, to be honest.
Yeah, and because they were on Nintendo, I would assume that they didn't have much competition either, so the communities probably were pretty long-lasting.
Well,
Like, if
they
you want to
didn't
play
have-
online.
They
on-
did have pretty good shooters like Conduit, for example, and Conduit 2.
Did-
I think there might have been other shooters, but for the online part,
Yeah.
I think they didn't have that much competition.
Yeah, so I think this is also the reason why Splatoon is going to stay big. Like,
Yeah, probably.
unless Call of Duty 3 actually turns out to be a thing, then...
Though I don't think people.
I don't think the Splatoon crowd and the Call of Duty crowd really
I don't think
overlap,
they would
no.
mix. I mean,
Yeah,
they could, but
it'd be like
Ramirez,
Dark
shoot me
Knight
that
Booster.
squid girl!
I'm pretty
I
sure
don't
I've seen a
think
video like that
anyone.
before.
Yeah, I don't think anyone will be torn. Oh God, am I going to get Splatoon or Black Ops
One or
3?
more,
Ah, choices.
Neither.
No.
The way you said it made it sound like some sort of venereal disease or something. Am I gonna get Splatoon or?
I'm sorry, kid. You got Splatoon.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
honey.
no, my life is ruined.
You got Splatooned all over your face. Tell him where Jimmy Savile touched you.
It is a weird Bukaki game anyway, so I don't know.
What's Splatoon?
Yeah, Splatoon. No, Black Ops 3. No, I'm kidding.
I don't know. I think both of them are quite strange. I'm
Action.
I'm sorry, honey. By law, I had to tell you. The doctor says I have Splatoon. I'm sorry. You should get all checked.
I got a bad infection of Splatoons. I don't think it's gonna go away. Just got ink all over the place. It's
I didn't ask
kind
for this.
of kinky.
I went
Gotta
out
be
one night,
shot
came
first.
home. I went out one night, came home, and Splatooned all over my toilet bowl. No.
Moving on.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah.
let's see. So the Xenoblade Chronicles came out on the 3DS, and it is reporting apparently lackluster sales, but that's because apparently the people that are reporting on the sales of it are comparing it to the original game and not taking into account that the original game came out on the Wii when everyone had a Wii, whereas this game comes out on the new 3DS where not everyone has bothered to buy one of those yet.
Yeah,
And they're
pretty
also
much
confusing
no one
the
has
sale
one of those.
data with the fact that they're comparing the sales of Xenoblade 3DS with the entirety of the sales of Xenoblade Chronicles. So like,
Congratulations!
Xenoblade Chronicles 3DS is not selling as well in its first week as the entire game did in its entire lifetime.
Yeah,
It's
it was
dead.
only a
Completely
first game.
unrelated
No.
to
Yeah, so I don't know, that might be a little harsh on the game now, but GameSpot had an interview with the head developer of Monolith Soft, Tetsuya Takahashi, and he talked about why they decided not to make a HD version for Wii U, even though I totally think they should have, and also a couple other things about it.
They're
But
kind of busy with Xenoblade X, right?
yeah, and he actually talked about Xenoblade X, which is the content of this article. He says that it will have a different play feel compared to the first Xenoblade, which, I don't know, that will probably actually be a selling point for the game, I would imagine. Like, with how you play Xenoblade Chronicles, it, for all intents and purposes, it plays like World of Warcraft, more or less, where you're just
Well,
managing your skills.
Well, I for what I saw, it's like more of mix, like Xenoblade with Phantasy Star Online and
Yeah.
Xenosaga style.
Yeah, I'm totally down for that. Like, as much as I do love Xenoblade Chronicles, it was pretty much time your skills, time your make sure your character's in position, etc., like World of Warcraft, more or less. Just offline World of Warcraft with a much more interesting story, but that's just like my opinion, man.
a bit more management
Yeah.
on your part, to be honest, since you can kind of control some of your party some of the time, manage the AI and all that.
That's the only Wii U game I'm looking for right now.
Yeah, same. Well, Fatal Frame 5, whenever they announced that, but that's pretty much what I'm going to be buying a Wii U for.
Also, remember, guys, still waiting for Phantasy Star Online
Oh, yeah.
in Europe.
I'm
That's
sure
gonna
Sega
come
will
soon.
deliver.
And it's
Yeah.
2016, right?
They announced that Phantasy Star Online 2 would be coming to the West before they announced that the first Hatsune Miku game would be coming out on PS3.
That already came out.
That already came out, and the sequel to that already came out, and the Nintendo 3DS sequel to that will be coming out rather soon. Yeah.
Yeah,
Damn it,
wait,
Sega.
Say X Fire Emblem
Seriously,
is
what
going
is
to
wrong with
come out
Japan?
before that.
Damn it, Japan.
like I played.
Shin Megami Cross Fire Emblem
Japanese
probably
version,
will
it's a
come
very
out
good game.
before that. Yeah, everyone.
A shitload of people from all over the world try to get into the Japanese version of the game. That is probably a sign that people actually
Like-
want to play your fucking game.
All of
They
my
translated
Funny.
everything.
all of my friends who play
I just-
MMOs
I just
play
want
Phantasy
one
Star
quick
Online
job.
Japanese version, and they all love it, and they're like, "Why can I not play this in English?" I'll just download the
I just
fan
hope
patch.
if they ever release it outside Japan, they won't fuck it up like Phantasy Star Universe, because they like barely updated it. Like the rest of the world was behind with the content like for over a year, and just people just
Still
lost
better
interest.
than nothing.
Yeah, but playing same missions, same stuff. Like when
Yeah.
we look at what Japanese had, it's like people
Well,
just
yeah,
lost.
but that's because we actually tried the Japanese version. If you start from, zero.
Well, again,
pretty
fortunately,
much,
you can in fact download a fan translation patch of the entire HUD and stuff, and you too can play Phantasy Star Online too on the Japanese servers, because
Yeah, but it's-
Yeah, but don't
really a
expect to be
hassle,
too
kind of.
effective in parties.
yeah.
Like
Yeah.
hell. You'll be fine solo, but in parties you won't be too much credit.
Let's see. Again,
Where's
Okay,
Bakagaji
jeans.
not fight a Godzilla?
Gosh.
speaking
you
of
want
that
Ghost
3DS thing, so speaking of 3DS and more of the same and etc. So the new Monster Hunter RPG for 3DS it is reportedly
gotcha.
going to be going in a different direction. So maybe it won't be like all the other Monster Hunter games, but I don't know. Capcom has revealed the next game of the Monster
for that.
Yeah. Capcom has revealed the next game in the Monster Hunter series for 3DS, and it appears to be a different take on the franchise than we've come to know. Monster Hunter Stories, as it was called, was announced at a Monster Hunter event in Japan. So rather than taking on the usual role of hunters, players will instead play as riders, something seen in the colorful, cartoonish debut trailer. where the player is seen mounting a monster and riding on it. Oh, so you
With
have
a
mounts
lot
now.
of tits, ass, and cute girls in skimpy armors.
Well, it is from Japan.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's not what Monster Hunter was about.
And cat girls. Wait.
Yeah.
Orcs, cats. I don't know about
Yeah,
girls.
that thing, that general link.
But of course, it is. Let's see. Stories are expected to be out in Japan in 2016, and there is no release outside of Japan confirmed yet. But hopefully, Capcom will want to make money and decide to do that. I guess Monster
No, they don't
Hunter
want to
4
make money
Ultimate.
off Monster
Money
Hunter.
sucks.
Yeah, Monster Hunter
They
4
released
Ultimate
it on the 3DS alone.
and Monster
They
Hunter
don't want
4G.
money.
Their sales have already eclipsed 3 million as of February, so I don't know. It seems like that would be a good idea to release that Monster Hunter thing.
Nah.
Nah. No.
I suspect this is gonna be like
Release it for the Wii U. I will cut you, Capcom.
this is gonna be something similar to that Japanese game with battleship girls.
Oh yeah, I
What was the
remember that.
airplanes? Oh man, that's weird.
No.
There's like half
I
I bet
airplane.
there's both.
Unrelated to Capcom and possibly unrelated to more of the same. So, who here remembers and played Nights into Dreams by Sega
I
And
remember it,
Yuji
but I
Naka?
haven't played it.
I played it like
I
twice.
tried to play it, and it was just fucking too weird for me.
Yeah.
It is
Brian,
getting
what
a
was it?
spiritual
Run.
successor. Like,
What?
Yuji Naka, the original creator of Nights into Dreams, has been working
Oh.
on a new title called
it-
Rhodia the Sky Soldier.
Wasn't he labeled as Sega's answer to Shigeru Miyamoto? Although the only things he worked on were like Sonic and
Yeah.
some other stuff.
But yeah, Rhodia the Sky Soldier will come to Nintendo 3DS and Wii U, and interesting enough, the Wii on September 22nd in North America and September 25th in Europe. And it will be fully localized by NIS America and NIS Europe, I believe. And it tells the story of a robot dude, not a girl, who awakens after 1,000 years after a great war to find that the kingdom he fought against way back when has revived itself and is trying to take over the world. And I've looked at the gameplay trailers, and for all intents and purposes, it totally looks like Nights into Dreams meets Super Mario Galaxy. It looks kind of cool. But
Is it a downloadable title for the Wii?
No, because the Wii is offline. Like, here's the interesting thing about that. So the game is being released on Nintendo 3DS and on the Wii U. But if you order the game, like if you order the initial release, it doesn't have to be the special edition. NIS America or whoever's doing it in Europe will include a copy of the original Wii game with the 3DS or with the Wii U version, not the 3DS version. So if you order it on Wii U as part of the initial release, you get the Wii version as well. Which, if
So
you're a
you can
collector,
emulate it on the Wii U as
No.
a Wii game instead of playing the actual game on the Wii U. Okay.
the thing
So
is,
many Wii's.
it was never released on the Wii. Like,
Wait,
if you're a
what
collector,
game is this we're talking about? Because I stopped paying attention half hour.
yeah, I
ago.
know it's a really
We're
weird
talking about
story.
Wii's.
But Rhodia the Sky Soldier, it was supposed to be a Wii title, but development took too long, so they decided to turn it into a Wii U and 3DS title. But because of why not, for the initial release of the game, they will, if you order the Wii U version, doesn't have to be, or if the special edition or the regular edition, they will include a copy of the Wii version as well, that was never ever released. So if you like collecting video games and you
Yay.
want a really rare as fuck Wii game, order the order a first print version of Rhodia the Sky Soldier, and you'll get
So, as
a
I
game
said,
that
you
never
can put
existed.
that into your Wii U and play it with the,
Yeah.
the Wii emulator kind.
The only difference other than graphics will be that the control scheme will be different. Like, I don't know if this is a pro or a con, but the Wii version will of course control using the Wiimote, which I don't know how I feel about that one.
Yeah, bollocks to that.
But the 3DS version and the Wii U version will be controlled using the touchpads for each respective system, where you will draw arcs on the screen in order to control the character as he moves around the 3D world.
Yeah,
And I don't know
polish
I don't know how I feel about that one either.
Yeah.
It's like neither of these controls seem really good. God.
We've got a touchscreen on our thing. We must use it.
Like, I feel like it will probably be just as popular as Nights into Dreams was.
We're talking
Yeah.
about using the touch screen. Have you ever played? You probably have. The World Ends with You.
I've never had a
Yes.
DS or a 3DS.
I did play it a little bit on my DS, and I stopped playing it because I got utterly bored with it. It was just so. I can't. I like. It's been that long since I played it that I've completely forgotten. Like, it's, as far as I remember, it's a prince saving a princess. That's all I fucking know.
What?
Like,
No.
I stopped playing it for some reason, and then I've completely forgotten about what the game even is.
It's completely not about that.
Well, then explain, Mr. Italian man.
It's about pins and math
You gotta get your
And-
badges.
and
It's about
badges,
pins
yes.
and math, so it's emo
And math.
kids.
Meth?
and
Meth?
Meth?
monsters
Eh?
and
Meth or math?
I thought it was about fashion and changing clothes.
and fashion. Yes, there's also fashion and
Digital
clothes.
style.
Will
And
Trevor
also
be a
eating.
character?
Eating is an important part of the game.
To be honest,
And-
I'm starting to believe my interpretation is still better.
And for people with two heads, probably, because you can't really, you're supposed to play at the same time with your pen in the lower screen while playing a mini game on the upper screen,
Oh, okay. Interesting.
which is completely impossible because it's kind of hard, and both have a health bar. So, yeah.
Well, in relation to that, they did release a version on smartphone, I think. But bad news regarding that one. This is bad news from a while ago. Square Enix has not updated the game to work with like new iPhone or Android OS versions.
Yeah,
So
it doesn't
the game
work with
doesn't work
iOS.
anymore on iOS, so they removed it from the store, so you can't actually buy it anymore. So it doesn't actually exist on iPhone anymore. Or
I
smartphone.
don't know how that would work on a phone, to be
Didn't.
honest.
Well, apparently it didn't, and they never bothered to make it work again once they updated the iOS. So it's dead, I guess. Unfortunately, I hear a lot of people really liked it, but well, that's not new for Square Enix. You know, just ditching all of their classic titles or interesting niche titles, or yeah. But anyway, speaking of smartphones, so the new Professor Layton game and Fantasy Life games are going to be available for smartphones if they aren't already. Let's see. Level 5 will release the next games in Professor Layton and Fantasy Life series for Android and iOS smartphones, they announced at their Level 5 Vision 2015 event. Layton 7 and Fantasy Life 2 will both be released for mobile platforms in Japan this summer. Interesting. I wonder if
Yeah, but as we said, Layton will be not really the same as regular
Yeah.
games, I think. It's just mini games, probably.
That's all Layton
Not
is.
much story. Like, the story, I know, but the story is over. It will be a much simpler version of the game.
the puzzles will be
It'll be-
simpler.
It'll
I will
be
only
more-
have 3 matchstick.
It'll be,
All I
more-
remember from the is
I have
when
three
Spider-Man
matchstick.
it'll be more. It'll be more bejeweled then. I have 12 matchstick.
Ah.
Yo!
But wouldn't it be easier to make it just
Oh,
some more
God,
puzzles?
I love when Spa says that.
Like, it seems like making a bejeweled minigame would be more work than just having more puzzles.
I don't know.
I don't know exactly what they will do.
So I have the newest one, like the like Legend of
3DS?
Azeron or whatever. Yeah, 3DS one, and like you're literally fighting these like group of armed bandits in like spaceships or like flying ships, and like you're sneaking through their ship, and like one finds you, and you go, "Halt! You must do this puzzle with me, or else you're defeated."
or else
He's
I'll
like-
bum you.
Yeah, he's not gonna shoot you or nothing, or kick you off the ship. You gotta do a puzzle with him.
I'm reading more of this article, and wow, this lane does seem rather different. Using skills and reasoning, players will have to determine which member of a group of characters is secretly a vampire. Wait, what?
What?
Just put him out in the
Imagine-
sun and see if he sparkles.
So, yeah, is this Professor Layton or fucking Twilight?
I know. The concept for the card-based game sounds similar to classic reasoning game Mafia, also known as Werewolf. So, Layton versus the vampires? I guess? Okay.
Also,
Sure.
like Vampire Hunter.
I'm still waiting for someone to stream that Professor Layton Phoenix Wright crossover.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we need somebody who can stream, and somebody's got a streamable 3DS.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So,
that's kind of the problem.
the announcement that the Layton games and Fantasy Life will be released on mobile seems to come hand in hand with another bit of news. Nintendo's new mobile games partner has been hit with layoffs. DNA has laid off a number of its staff not long after announcing the partnership with Nintendo, but it says these are totally unrelated events.
Sure.
Dina Group is continually evaluating its game development operations to ensure that it's structured in the best possible way to deliver high-quality mobile games to consumers worldwide, they said in a statement to GameSpeed. As a part of this process, we have decided to reshape the structure of our North American studio operations, along with a reduction in workforce. We appreciate their contributions to DNA and are grateful for the opportunity to have worked with them. Okay. Make of that what you will.
Mobile games.
Quality mobile games.
Yeah. The only games that are high quality on mobile are ports of games that are released on PC, Linux, and shit.
I hear Grand Theft Auto San Andreas can now be paired with a controller. Like, if you have a PS4 controller, PS3 controller, you can pair that with your phone and just play San Andreas using a controller on your phone.
I can play PS1 games on my phone without a controller.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can. And I do.
And then, let's
Fake.
see. More 3DS news. Yokai Watch will be launching on the West, or will be launching in the West on the 3DS, if you haven't heard of that. Yokai Watch is a game that has been selling rather well in Japan, and some people are saying it might rival, what's it called? Toho or
Souls?
Kantai Collection. Nah. But the game was previously only released in Japan. But now they are bringing a version, or the first game, over to the West here. Even as
wonder if that
they...
game-
ruined.
Let's see. Yokai Watch is developed by Level 5, the soon-to-be-high Professor Layton. Yeah. And etc. No launch date was given in a news release today. The launch will cover the United States, Latin America, Europe, Australia, New Zealand, as well as Korea.
Wow. Video games.
Yeah. The more interesting thing is that this is hand in hand with the announcement of the release of the third Yokai Watch game in Japan, which will actually be set in the United States. And Japan, or Nintendo of Japan, released a trailer for this, pointing out all the different things you can see in this game because it is set on American mythology rather than Japanese. So
America.
you watch the trailer and they circle different things that are unique to America and point a giant USA sticker to them. And some of these things are like food,
USA.
food, music, and black people. Like in the trailer, they point out there's a white person talking with a black person, and it just has an arrow saying USA pointing to that. USA, there are black people here. This is how you know it's set in America and not in Japan. Because,
Okay.
yeah. I would like to bring up that trailer, but I don't know where I would look for it, and I'm streaming the news thing.
I
Oh, yeah.
shall for it.
Yokai Watch bound for Nintendo published release on 3DS. We'll get a couple of sequels to Japan. Yokai Watch 3 is set in the United States and it features American-themed yokai or spirits. Yep. So look forward to that in Japan. I would wonder if it will get released in the West and then, you know, be localized to not have black people because that would be too racist.
God damn it,
I
America.
can see them doing it.
Yeah, I can totally see them doing that. Like, oh man, this is
Yeah,
racist
yeah.
portrayal of black people.
What's the problem with this? Do they just not like black people?
They don't have black people. And they don't like foreigners, and black people
No,
are
I'm saying
even
about
more
the reason
foreigners
that-
than other
hold on.
white people.
No, you're misunderstanding me. The reason for them to edit out the black people is forget it. It's not funny anymore.
I think
Are you kidding? They love black people. They're like deities. Like they don't see them.
no, like Spark was talking about America and black people.
That's
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
like,
Right.
I don't
No,
think I have to
actually-
explain it twice.
I thought you
Uh,
were talking about Japan. Like,
interesting
Yeah,
little
I don't know.
tidbit about changing a character's race or gender. I think One Piece did it once, but if in the original Persona game, I think it was, there was a kind of nerdy character that was like an otaku Japanese person, etc., etc. In
I would-
the Japanese
was that-
version. For the American
Yeah, that
version,
was the first Persona game.
Yeah.
It was typical sort of big-lipped black stereotype.
yeah, like in the
character.
Japanese version,
You
wasn't
mean Nicklet?
in the Japanese
Yes,
version,
yeah.
that guy was a Japanese person. In the American version, they changed him to be black because localization.
Yeah, something like that. And like the guy is actually a graffiti artist as well, which I don't think adds much to the presentation.
oh yeah, I remember that video.
U.S.
That's from
I found it. I found it.
like
Alright,
the
link me.
whitest voice ever.
Alright, let's see this.
USA. Oh, I found the trailer. I found the trailer for Yokai Watch.
Link me to it in the prod or in the chat, not the Stream chat. Blah, in the Skype chat.
Oh, Skype chat.
That low
Skype
screen.
chat.
I need to see it.
So you
Everyone
can,
needs to see it.
You too can see what you can experience in America and only in America.
In America.
In America. So here we go. From level 5.
ケイタ、お父さん転勤になっちゃったんだ。
どういうこと？
引っ越すんだよ。海外に。
USA. Yeah. You can see suburbs in America.
日本と全然違う。
Oh, that thing! Yeah, I saw that.
来ても普通ですね。
America.
Hamburgers, USA.
America.
あなたが地球に潜伏しているという宇宙人さんなんですね。いいよ、ウサピョン。宇宙人ではなく妖怪だに。
Afros, USA.
妖怪ウォッチは優に進化したのですね。
妖怪
Astronauts.
フリーだに。
Let me see if I can find the actual part. Is that it?
It's really small and subtle, but yeah, I saw
Yes.
it. Right there, you missed it. Right there.
That one, I think. Oh yeah, that is Yokai
Right there.
Watch USA.
Yeah, it's right there. USA.
USA!
Though, outside of that, I am kind of interested in the game because, well, I'm from the US and seriously, we don't have much in the way of like mythological characters or anything or spirits
Well,
like that.
we don't have much of the whole Ghost Watch thing anyway. So.
No.
Yeah.
Like, I feel
Yeah.
like
Dude,
you're
we got like the Bigfoots and the weird
My-
Jersey Devil.
That's actually one thing my nephew calls his Japanese gran. This is Ghost Watch.
Well, like, I feel, I don't know, the UK would probably be better for that with, like, the fair folk and all the Celtic Gaelic stuff. But, yeah, no, this one's set in America. So maybe you can see Paul
Yeah.
Bunyan or, I don't know, Pecos Bill?
There's just not enough like contemporary games
Yeah.
in my opinion. You know
Can you
what,
beat the
like
Ghostbusters?
Persona and Earthbound. You know, I don't know.
Okay, but anyway, moving on. So about that Splatoon thing, Nintendo has recently announced that because it will be playable online, it will not have online voice chat.
Okay.
That will be disabled
What?
because of Splatoon won't have voice chat due to online negativity. Creator says.
Gee, I wonder why.
Let's see.
You know why that is? Because people are assholes.
Splatoon
and I
co-director
do not wish
Yusuke Amano says that based on his experience with online multiplayer games, voice chat can have an adverse effect on players' enjoyment. When I played
So
games
basically-
online,
basically,
So
they
he
just
played
don't-
Call of Duty.
yeah,
Basically, they still don't understand online stuff at all. Nintendo, it's no wonder you're so fucking far behind.
he
To
has
be
a
honest,
quote
they
here.
are kind of right in that regard.
Yeah, when I
What,
played
people
games
just
online,
assholes
Online
online.
shooters, yeah, no,
Yeah,
thanks.
but hold on. Like, let me link you this tweet posted by Tyler, the creator. It says, "Ha ha ha! How can cyberbullying be real? Nigga, just walk away from the screen." Like, seriously, I don't get people. They're like, "Oh,
Yeah.
I was offended online." Well,
I'm
so what?
offended. Good on you. Okay,
Yeah, that's cool, I guess. I
jerk
mean,
one off, you'll feel better. Does it really matter?
That's usually how I get over it.
Get a quick
Let's
wank.
see. Yusuke Amano says, when I played online games, I didn't like the negativity I got and people telling me you're crap, go away. So we want to focus on the
Well,
positive
it's
aspects
good
of
then.
online gaming. I don't want you
Dude,
I don't want you to misunderstand. Please don't misunderstand. I'm not denying having chat in an online game does contribute to fun, but as we've said, we want to grab new people. So yeah, people have to play like using Skype or all the other online chat options that now exist. Mumble, I hear Herp's
Mumble?
pretty good on that. Yeah.
Like, I don't know, Punkbuster, no. GameSpot, no.
Yeah. And let's see. Okay, that's I feel enough Nintendo news. Unless people are really interested in the fact that Angry Joe says he will not be streaming Nintendo games anymore or playing.
Oh no!
Nintendo
Nobody
videos.
cares, Angry Joe.
Nobody
Shut your
cares.
fucking $7 mouth.
I don't
Isn't
watch
PewDiePie
him,
saying the
but
same thing?
why exactly?
Okay.
Because the Nintendo Partnership Club.
Anyway,
Yeah.
because Nintendo is pulling all that stuff where you have to be partnered with them in order to get any revenue from streaming video or uploading videos with their
Yeah,
content.
they
I
decided
did
to
that
go
actually.
really. They
I
decided,
signed
they
up for
decided. They decided to go through a really draconian route of.
Yeah, it doesn't set a good standard, so I'm kind of
Yeah.
down with Angry Joe for saying no, fuck that. But on the other hand,
I don't.
I don't watch
think-
YouTube enough to really mind anything.
Well, no, I don't think we make any money from our YouTube videos anyway, so it's not really a worry.
Yeah, we don't
Somebody
have
for
to care.
Yeah.
Yeah, for somebody like Moo, it's like, yeah, okay,
Yeah.
he makes his money from that sort of stuff. While us, it's just like, eh.
Yeah. But I can understand where those guys are coming from because if Nintendo does this, then of course
Yeah,
EA will
yeah.
probably do it soon, and then Sony and so on and so forth, and it'll just become one big mess, more than it already is.
I'm surprised that EA didn't do it first.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive there. But anyway, so more things that people probably don't care about. So Xbox, yeah.
Fake.
Microsoft and Hapage are bringing over-the-air TV to Xbox One for only $79.99 to select customers in the US and Canada. So you too can use your Xbox One like a TV because you don't already have a cable subscription.
They still going on about that?
Apparently so.
It's
Let's
still
see.
bringing in Teddy, I think.
According to Microsoft, the Xbox One compatible Hapage Win TV 955Q is available at retail. Bleh. Oh wait, let me
I'm sure I
read
have
this.
that.
Let's see. In the next few months,
Numbers.
Xbox will be partnering with Hapage to release a lower-cost version of this Hapage tuner, the Hapage TV tuner for the Xbox One, retailing for blah blah blah, and will be available to everyone in the US and Canada so you can watch TV via your Xbox One. Because, like I said, you don't already have a goddamn price cable subscription just to have internet, etc., 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 because that's how it is in the U.S.
That
Where the
sounds
hell-
absolutely riveting.
Yeah,
Where-
I don't see it being a game changer. Like, if anything, it makes me less interested in buying an Xbox One.
It takes my interest on the Xbox One from absolutely fucking zero to less than that now, I guess. I mean, I had no interest when they did the whole DRM bullshit, and then it's like, oh, we're going to reverse that now. It's like, oh, I've still lost interest. I still don't care.
I can't even get Netflix, so it's completely irrelevant to me anyway.
Well, it's not a Netflix thing. It's actual cable television in the United States and Canada. So it's even worse than Netflix because you get to watch commercials too. But
Good.
yeah.
Yeah, and have you seen Xbox One dashboard? It's already full of commercials.
The best part of this entire
Nothing but
article
commercials.
is the image they included with it. Let me see here. Oh god, copy this, paste that. Yeah, you can see the entire. This image describes the Xbox One intended audience. If someone can post that in the V2 chat, I don't have it up on this computer.
Will do.
Don't have enough memory. I'll need to find it first. Oh wow, that's a big
The
link.
Big Bang Theory.
Yep,
I don't even.
that's
Cable
that's
TV doesn't
who it's
even exist
intended
here,
to.
Bazinga.
I'm pretty sure. But super.
To be honest.
We don't have.
No
cable
one should
TV.
watch that show.
We're backwards like that.
Let's see.
I think what they should do in Guantanamo Bay is instead of doing water torture, they should show the Big Bang
Show the
Theory.
Big Bang Theory.
Yeah.
Uh,
It's like, I have an intellectual comment. Ha 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 ha. I
Tidus?
too have an intellectual
20
comment.
minutes
Ha,
of
ha, ha,
register of recorded laughter.
Tidus was there.
Sorry.
Did you guys ever watch the one where they replaced the canned laughter with turkey gobbles? Where it's just like it turns.
No, I
it
heard
looks-
the one with the with Tidus
Yeah.
laughter. That was
Yeah,
the most amazing
the-
thing ever.
Yeah, it was.
That's
It
the
was
one
the
with
same.
the dog.
Yeah, it was the same clip. What was it? The one where one of them gives money to the other one, and it's like they there was two copies of it. There was one with the Tidus laugh, and there was one with turkey gobbles. It's like, oh, it looks like to me if you would solve all your problems if you had more money. Gobble, 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 gobble.
Oh god, that was
I
making
seen
the show
the,
so much better.
I seen the one with just no laughter. Like they didn't put the laugh track in.
Yeah, that's
And
what
it's
that
like,
one's just
it's
sad.
not funny.
it makes me sad how many seasons that show has.
How did you get a pre-advanced copy of the tapes?
Maybe they just edited it out, or maybe
edited
someone
it
leaked
out.
it. An angry actual nerd was just like, "Fuck this show! Why am I working on it?" Etc. But anyway, back to video games and that Xbox thing. I guess I won't need an Xbox One because guess what? Bigger hard drive support is coming to Xbox 360. Finally, like
Yeah,
I guess.
But hold on. Is that bigger hard drive support as in you can just connect up any hard drive, or is that like you got to buy a pre-assembled?
Yes
thing from
and
Microsoft?
no. The next update for the Xbox 360 preview program allows the use of drives up to 2 terabytes in size. Furthermore, the update that delivers the 2 terabyte support will no longer reserve space in advance on that drive. So you will now be able to plug in terabyte drives to the Xbox and will know what the hell to do with it. But for preview members, they report some drives may be incompatible or have performance issues. And if you already have space reserved for storing Xbox 360 data, you will need to clear the Xbox 360 storage to gain full access to the drive. Huh. Not entirely sure what all that means, but
I'm struggling to really understand that. So they're adding just
I guess up until now, the Xbox 360 could not properly connect to a terabyte-sized drive to store games on, but now it will be able to. Meanwhile, the PS3s are just over here laughing at you.
the PS3 has been able to use terabyte internal drives for
Yeah.
a while since like firmware version 2 point something.
I have a friend who got a PS4, and he put a solid-state terabyte drive into it just so that he can have faster load screens on Bloodborne.
Yeah. It was amazing because that was one of the
Wow.
first things they showed off about the PS4. It's like, look, you can change the hard drive. Just do this, and away you go.
Yeah. So now the 360 can do it, but I don't think the Xbox One can. Like, that's still not a thing it supports, right?
I'm sure it supports external drives,
But nothing internal like the PS4 or PS3, yeah.
not internal. But then again, it does have, I think it's USB 3 ports on it, so it might.
What about the Wii U internal drive? Oh wait.
Yeah.
Silly Nintendo.
32 gigabytes internal memory. Thank you, Nintendo.
Yeah, the worst
That
thing
will
about
work
that.
for half
Yeah.
a game, maybe.
The worst thing about that is that every single game I put in so far has had like fucking 4 gigs of updates. So it's just like, yeah.
Yeah.
The first hour or two of having my Wii U was spent updating the fucking thing.
Yeah, when I turn on the Wii U, I spend like 14 hours updating the system itself. 14 fucking hours.
Welcome to Next Gen. May I take your order?
Alright, so other announcements from Microsoft. Phil Spencer, the Xbox head honcho more or less, was recently asked for his feelings on virtual devices. Like, in the latest issue of Edge magazine, as reported by Games Radar, Spencer was asked for his thoughts on not having a competitive device to launch against Sony's PlayStation 4 headset. Spencer replied, "I don't think VR is a now thing. Like,
What?
I'm not saying it's 5 years from now, but it's not really a now thing." Yeah. So
Yeah,
I guess
I'm actually-
Microsoft does not care about VR right now. Because it's not a thing now.
Until Sony and
What
Oculus
do you
Rift comes out.
Just wait until we have the Miku
Yeah.
datings and
Miku
stuff.
Shaka.
But
These
Spencer,
guys.
Porn!
Spencer
Porn,
expanded
porn,
on it.
porn.
Don't get me
Yes.
wrong, it's more of an announcement than anybody really having any VR stuff right now, and that's not a shot at Sony. I mean, it's hard tech, and I think it's great what they're doing with Morpheus, but they've announced it for the first half of 2016, so a little over a year from now. So, will 2016 be when it's a now thing, or?
But it's also really expensive, so it's not something
Yeah.
everyone
But I
will
want it
buy.
now. Now?
I personally-
now.
Do not care about virtual reality. I hate to be actually confined and not
Yeah.
be able to look around me while I'm
God damn
playing.
it, Zappo. Look at you.
Well,
Damn
I
it.
care about
Future
virtual reality about as much as I care about motion controls or voice activated anything.
Oh god damn it,
3D.
Zappo.
This is the third time you posted that picture.
Every damn time.
Every damn time.
We want to make this classy, and you just gone and posted porn.
Goddamn Pollock.
It's not porn, it's the future.
The future is porn.
Okay. Our
Well-
new slogan. It's not porn. It's the future.
Oh, if only I was actually doing the commentary thing, but I can't because I'm doing the news. Anyway, let me see. Xbox One has also got an update responding to criticism that it now offers energy-saving options at initial setup.
What?
Yeah. Microsoft has responded to criticisms of the Xbox One's power-consuming instant on mode by highlighting energy-saving options for users to fully power down the console and promising to offer an energy-saving mode as an option when new users in the US first set up their console. So yeah, you can make your Xbox One not use as much energy, I guess, now.
Can I make it have more games?
No, you need to buy a 360 for that. We have a console for that. It's called the Xbox 360. Oh,
I have 360, but it's like doesn't even know what Kinect is.
my two 360s have both had unfortunate deaths, more or less. One, it just
Seriously, the last
died.
time I turned it off. It was like half year before the V2 meetup. That was the last time I turned it on.
No, there is news regarding a game for that they're Xbox. So that Project Spark thing, right? On April 8th, Microsoft released a trailer for the company's reintroduction of Rare's cheeky squirrel Conker, due to appear in Project Spark on April 23rd. Conker's Big Reunion is a series of episodic 3D platform adventures that will sit inside Xbox One's free gaming creation suite, Project Spark. Great.
Great.
So
Yeah.
well, they need something to sell the damn thing, then Conquer is it.
Nope.
Yeah, but
Not
if they fuck
interested.
it up if they fuck it up like they did with Banjo-Kazooie, then I don't think most people are going to be that interested.
Like, one, you lost me on the fact that you actually said it was rare, because I don't care if you bought rare, it's not rare anymore. Two, it's a series of episodic 3D platform adventures, so episodic gaming on Project Spark. I feel it won't have the necessary content to actually be interesting. And the first game will cost $4.99. And the extra creation pack, featuring more than 350 creation assets, will cost $9.99. Whatever, Conker's dead, just like the rest of them.
Just like the hooker in my
Just-
Battletoads, you're next.
Just because you reanimated the corpse doesn't mean it's actually alive. Frankenstein taught me that.
Yeah.
But that's pretty much all I could find on that there, Microsoft and then news. So I guess onwards to Sony?
Oh boy.
Oh
Or
yeah.
maybe you've got some EA news.
No, that's in the etc. But I guess, let's see. New Dissidia, Final Fantasy arcade game being developed with Team Ninja and might come to PS4. So I guess Dissidia is getting an arcade release in Japan, and
Arcade, those are a thing
Yeah.
outside Japan,
Yeah.
right?
well, if it comes to PS4, it will actually matter to us. And then, but it's being worked on by Team Ninja, the developers of course, Dead or Alive and Ninja Gaiden.
Well, at least it will have jiggle physics.
Yeah.
And another M.
Team Ninja is
And
co-developing
another
the
M,
3
yes,
versus
remember
3
that
fighting
game?
game. Yeah. Square Enix also showed off the Dissidia arcade cabinet and confirmed that Final Fantasy Tactics Ramza Beov will be playable in the game. I'm probably pronouncing that name wrong.
Oh, that's actually pretty cool.
Yeah. But that will only matter to the West if it comes out on PS4 and not arcade cabinet, because the
Oh, man.
arcades are unfortunately dead.
Yeah.
What was it? They're gonna have 50 characters in it now, so like all the weird characters from like other Final Fantasy games and like
What about other
and
Square
somehow
Enix
they'll
games?
Somehow they'll get Tingle in there as well. To really fun.
No.
I don't know.
No.
Can we get Nier in there, or
Nier?
Kaine, or maybe Zero from Drakengard 3? That's a Square Enix title.
right.
How about any of those other games? Threads of Fate or Chrono
Chrono
Cross,
Trigger.
Chrono Trigger.
Chrono Crash.
As if those are still things.
Yeah, I would actually like to see another
They
Chrono
had-
game.
How many Square Enix
They
games
announced
are there?
they announced they added Ramza from Final Fantasy Tactics and the new Dissidia.
Now, Lou, I could have commented on that Dr. Frankenstein versus Frankenstein thing, but I decided not to because that's not video game related. But now you called me out on it, so I have to. God. Anyway, more Final Fantasy stuff. Final Fantasy Type 0 HD has shipped 1 million copies. Possibly, probably because it comes with a Final Fantasy 15 demo.
That's not
Yeah,
probably,
for-
that's the thing.
That is the reason. That's like
Yes.
it's like the Zone of
Like
the
that's
Enders.
Halo demo.
They posted a thank you image on their Twitter, which I will link in the chat here.
I was thinking of getting that Type 0
Yeah.
game, but I hear like mixed opinions. Some people love it, some people hate it, and I don't know. Don't really have that much money to blow on games right now.
Yeah, what I've seen of it, it looks like something I would like to play, but that's mainly because all of the different characters have different weapons that you can use and upgrade. Storyline-wise, well, after playing through Lightning Returns, I don't care about any Final Fantasy storyline. No.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think it's
But
like-
gameplay-wise, gameplay looks
The
interesting
the
enough.
story is a goddamn mystery. No one knows what the fuck it's about. It's just-
Road trip!
Road trip.
Trip.
That's all it is.
Pretty boys in a huge car.
Pretty boys in expensive cars.
Pretty boys
That's
go
all
to
it
White
is.
Castle.
Let's see.
Pretty boys, big black, cars. Yes.
But okay, more news from Sony.
Riding cars with boys.
Captain Drake will probably
Riding
be
boys
buying a
with
PS3, a PS4, or a Vita if he doesn't own one already, because Shovel Knight on PlayStation consoles will be featuring a cameo from Kratos from God of War.
That's
I
old
don't-
news. We already know that.
Yeah, I don't think.
Did we
that's
cover
gonna
that?
make Drake want to get a a PlayStation system though.
Let's
It's
see.
like-
Kratos will be very tricky to find, says the developers. You have to keep your eye out for secrets, and possibly even double secrets, to learn how to discover this battle. Once you figure it out, he'll appear on the world map. So I guess they gave more details on Kratos in it. I don't know, I hadn't heard this news before.
Well, I have a new PS3, unused PS3 to throw away. So.
Yeah. I figure Drake might be interested if he wants to do an all boss rush version, but I don't know. But yeah, that will be, of course, PlayStation exclusive because God of War. Yes.
That reminds me, I need to resume my God of War streams.
Though, speaking of the Vita, let's see. Free games, cash, and credit are now available in the place because of the PlayStation Vita class action settlement. What?
What?
Let's see. On April 4th, lawyers for the class action brought against Sony over deceptive advertising for the PlayStation Vita began the process through which buyers of Vita before June 2012 may collect cash, games, or $25 in PlayStation Store credit. So, potential members of the class action received emails overnight steering them to this site, vitaclaims.com. If you think you're eligible but didn't get one, check your spam inbox or just head over to the link. If you bought your Vita before June 2012.
I bought mine like on the first go, so.
I don't know, vitaclaims.com, then maybe.
Also, you blowing into your mic.
If you can prove it.
I'm not the one blowing into
I
my mic.
guess maybe the Vita itself has some
Yeah.
kind of code that can prove
Well,
how old
I
it is.
bought mine. I bought mine second hand, so yeah.
So let's see.
I don't know if you need some kind of receipt or
About this entire thing. The FTC brought a suit against Sony over claims made during the Vita's North American launch in late 2011 and 2012. Specifically, the FTC alleged Sony falsely advertised the remote play, cross-platform, and cross-save features of the system. An advertisement also misrepresented the 3G network-enabled Vitas as capable of supporting real-time online multiplayer gaming. So yeah.
What about what?
To collect any money, claimants must complete the online form at vitaclaims.com by June 29th. They'll be asked to enter the serial number on their Vita, which verifies when it was purchased originally.
Ah,
Yeah, okay.
well, you might be eligible then, Spa.
I
Uh,
so
That's how much he cares about the Vita.
no. It's just
Yo.
like I don't get what was the FTC claim?
I guess
Also
that
advertising.
Sony falsely advertised that the Vita could do all the remote play, cross-platform stuff, and cross-save stuff when it first launched, when it really actually took them a while to get that down, or something.
Yeah,
I
I
thought
haven't
they said
used
it
any of
was-
those functions even once.
No, I don't think anybody used those things.
Yeah.
They-
Here's...
They advertise them as existing. It's
There's
still
more of
some-
it. Let's see. The Federal Trade Commission brought up the thing, actually. And this is the result of a settlement between the two. Let's see. The settlement stems from charges that Sony deceived consumers with false advertising claims about the PS Vita's game-changing features during the system's US launch campaign in late 2011 and early 2012. Sony claimed, for example, that PS Vita users could pause any PS3 game at any time and continue to play the game on their PS Vita from where they left off. This feature, however, was only available for a few PS3 games, and the pause and save capability described in the ads varied significantly from game to game. For example, with respect to MLB 12 The Show, consumers could only save the game to their PS Vita after finishing the entire 9-inning game on their PS3. In addition,
So-
Sony failed to inform consumers that to use this feature, purchasers had to buy two versions of the same game, one for the PS3 and one for the PS Vita. And
They
so
failed
on.
to mention that. I'm fairly sure that was true. As far as I get, like a lot of the features were just they don't seem to have been enabled, like by the developers
Yeah, like
themselves.
I think that's what it
So-
was. Like the reason the PS Vita and actually the PSP as well can do all this stuff with PS3 games, but Sony never mandated that it was necessary for developers to enable those features.
Yeah, well, it's like you could connect. What was it? Yeah, you could connect up your PSP to the PS2. For what game is it? Metal Gear Solid 3, I think.
Yeah.
And you could unlock like new. You could unlock new camo.
And then,
Stuff.
relatedly, in a number of PS3 games, you know how the Xbox 360 can play background music off your hard drive? The PS3
Yeah.
can do that same game if the game developers have it enabled, which only a few PS3 games do, because Sony left up to the developer's choice, same as with all the
Yeah,
Vita stuff.
But it's much like how Sony left the if you wanted to region lock your game, it was up
Yeah.
to you. Yeah, we're not going to stop.
So I
that
guess
sort of
because Sony did that with the PS3, the FTC was like, yeah, you should have done something about that when you advertised the Vita being able to do all these things, even though it was up to the developers to enable them or not. But I
Yeah.
guess Sony finally got it right with the PS4 because now all of this stuff is mandatory. If you have a PS4 game, it has to be able to do all this stuff with the Vita, which is, making it more worthwhile to buy a Vita, but again, it's a Vita, so who knows.
Too late.
Yeah. Anyway, let me see. If you have a PS4 and you're interested in helping the Make-A-Wish Foundation, you can buy a PS4 theme, which, let's see.
I think the video is over.
Yeah,
It's okay, I have
The
a-
best fireplace video, 3 hours with 2 hearts, is starting to play.
It's okay, that's the one that we went with last time.
Okay.
Yeah. Sony's PlayStation Heroes program expanded with a Snoop Dogg theme for PlayStation 4.
Auto loading.
Ah!
Purchases
The new fireplace.
of which will go to help the Make-A-Wish Foundation. And let's see.
Right, then.
And if you download the PlayStation Heroes app and purchase a background theme, you will be entered into a contest, the grand prize winner of which will be flown to Los Angeles to play FIFA 15 on the PS4 with Snoop Dogg. Yeah!
I don't want to
What?
play FIFA 15.
Snoop Dogg.
There are so many things wrong with that.
Can I not
would
play
rather-
FIFA 15 and just meet Snoop Dogg instead?
Can we play
I
Def
don't
Jam
wanna
Fight
play
for New
FIFA
York
15.
instead?
Yes.
Can we play a
I mean,
game?
sure, if
Snoop
I have
Dogg?
to meet Snoop Dogg, okay, fine, I don't care, but I don't want to play FIFA 15.
They
You
also...
can't make me play.
I'm not sure if I would even want the theme that this is advertised with. This is the GIF they use to describe it or show it off. It's like, what the fuck?
Well, that doesn't even look like him.
What?
Yeah, I don't know.
That
I
makes
guess
no
maybe it's
sense.
something to do with the PlayStation Heroes thing. Like Snoop
What
Dogg
the fuck?
has
Why
the
is
body
he called
of a
Snoop
dog,
Lion
and
now?
no,
I
he's
think he dropped
changed
that.
that.
He dropped that already? God damn it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is Snoop Dogg a centaur running after an armored?
because
Why?
the centaur part is his
Snoop-
dog
Snoop-
part. Snoop Dogg.
Snoop
Like it's
Dogg?
not a horse body, it's a dog body.
Oh.
Dude, that looks more like a horse body than anything else.
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
it's like
okay, I
No,
can
if
see
you
now
look at the
the
legs,
dog
they're actually
more.
paws, not hooves.
Yeah.
So yeah, actually
Yeah.
like a dog.
But I guess that's part of the PlayStation Heroes
Yeah, and the
thing.
tail as well.
Like that is his form in PlayStation Heroes. Cause yeah,
Please, no.
I don't
Please,
know.
no. This is like some really bad knockoff of fucking Skylanders. Actually, no,
This-
Snoop Dogg Skylanders would be fucking amazing.
It's actually pretty
So
similar to
weird.
that Tyson mystery thingy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Mike Tyson.
Mike Tyson mystery.
I really want to
Like
watch
shitty.
that.
Hanna-Barbera.
I hear it's actually really well done. Well, pretty well done. But yeah, it's entertaining.
That's a thing?
Yeah,
I thought that was. Joke.
it's not a joke. It's an actual series. Yes. There it is, I think, a couple episodes long. It might have been confirmed for a season 2. I haven't looked it up. But yeah, Mike Tyson Mysteries. Vidya2
I
News
just
brought
wanna
to you by
have
Mike Tyson
the-
Mysteries.
And fireplaces. I just want my Skylanders like weird rapper like hybrid
Yeah.
beast game.
I don't know, seeing Snoop Dogg looking weird as fuck in that gif kind of makes me interested in the PlayStation Heroes, just so that I can find out, Jesus Christ, what the hell? But that, I think, requires a PS4.
I kind of hope it's like 50 Cent Blood on the on the Sand, but with 50,
Blood on
but
the
with
Sand.
Snoop Dogg, like part dog, part like it's a sentient thing, just running
I
around
wanna-
trying to.
I want to play a 50 Cent giraffe beast.
Man, when is 50 Cent Blood on the Sand gonna get its HD remake? Bitch stole my skull.
I
No.
want to get my motherfucking skull.
Alright, that was all of my Sony news, so now on to various things, like Mortal Kombat X, which will be coming out this week.
So, trailer for that one instead.
Oh yeah, we could have. I totally forgot. Well, fuck. Anyway, Mortal Kombat X will let you play as some DLC characters without actually buying them. Let's see. Series creator Ed Boon said yesterday on Twitter. What did he say? Loading, loading, loading.
What
Yeah,
did
MKX sneak peek. You can complete premier towers that feature and let you play DLC characters even if you haven't purchased that character. So I guess the game will have different towers that you can fight through, and one of the things is you can like play DLC characters as part of that tower even if you haven't actually purchased them.
So I guess they're basically just for multiplayer.
Yeah. But I guess like if you
I'm
want to see
okay
how a
with
character
that.
plays, you can play through them for that specific tower in the game and see if you really want to buy them or not. But
Alright.
yeah, so no surprise they're on the disc, of course.
Damn it, Ed Boon.
I'm fine with that.
Oh man, I should have mentioned
Better
this
than
earlier.
most other DLCs.
But speaking of that, we were talking about the mobile games, and we're talking about the Square Enix games, and we're talking about stuff no one cares about. You can now play Final Fantasy 13 on your phone in Japanese. Square Enix now lets you stream the full JRPG to your phone.
So what was this about this Snoop Dogg game? I'd rather go back to that than this.
Yeah.
Because Final Fantasy 13 will never die.
Snoop.
Square Enix today made good on its promise to deliver a cloud-powered version of Final Fantasy 13 to both iOS and Android devices in Japan. It's technically possible to play the game outside Japan if you have a Japanese iTunes account, but with the service being based there, streaming can reportedly be quite rough. A 3 Mbps connection is recommended.
Yeah,
But
if
it's
you have a
FF13.
super fucking fast connection, maybe you can play it.
Yeah, or you can play, a better game.
Yeah, a free trial is available for the first 30 minutes of the game, and only after that you have to buy the full game for 2,000 yen, or just under 17 USD, or you could buy it on Steam, or you could not buy it at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
like that last option.
yeah,
Yeah, that
No,
last
it's not
option is
25. I think it's 52 or 59 or something like that.
yeah, it's like it's about the same sort of size as GTA 5, but most of
Yeah.
Final Fantasy 13 is additional voices
yeah.
or something. I don't know.
Just like Firefall.
But okay, unrelated.
Wait, no,
le-
I thought you were gonna say
changing
Firefly.
topics
Not Firefall.
because everyone has had enough of Final Fantasy 13. We all are interested in The Witcher 3, right?
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, sure. why
Well,
not?
the devs have done a speedrun of it. Like, how people speed tested Metal Gear Ground Zeroes and were very, very sad to find out just how short it was. The Witcher 3 has no such problem. The Witcher 3 takes devs speedrunners 25 hours to complete. So yeah,
Cool.
their speedrun of the game took them 25 hours to complete the game's storyline.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
before actual speedrunners
Yeah.
will cut it down to like 2 hours.
According to CD Projekt Red, the quickest any of its testers could run through the JRPGs, or not JRPGs, the RPG's story was 25 hours. If that causes you to worry about how quickly you'll be able to complete it, keep in mind that not only omits side quests, but also skips right through dialogue and takes the fastest possible path, which you likely won't know when you initially play through the game. So yeah, that's neat. And then they also have announced that the game will feature 2 expansion packs, which will add roughly 30 hours of additional gameplay. The first of these, Hearts of Stone, launches in October and will be followed by the second, Blood and Wine, in the first quarter of 2016. So yeah, if this is to be believed, it could take you 130 hours to beat The Witcher 3 and its 2 DLC packs.
And they're still working on Cyberpunk.
Yes. The Witcher 3 launches on May 19th for Xbox One, PS4, and PC. May 19th.
Wow, that's pretty close.
Yeah. I don't know, for my love of open world games, I am definitely interested. I don't know if I'll actually be able to run the game or not, but whatever. I'll enjoy watching it, if
It's gonna
anything.
be on what platforms?
PS4, Xbox One, and PC.
I think I'm gonna get it on PS4.
And then...
Why are you not getting it on PC?
Because I'm kind of short on hard disk space right now.
Delete some of your
What?
delete some of your porn.
I can't do that. I need to.
Remember that shit.
Why don't
Who
you just buy like
saves porn
another?
anymore?
Yeah, why don't you just buy like another 2 terabyte hard drive or something? It's like, it's honestly not that much.
And
I'll
let's
have to
see.
spend money on that.
Well, you'd have to spend money on getting The Witcher 3.
Yeah, but then I would have to spend money on getting Witcher 3 and the hard drive.
But you can get it cheaper on PC.
Okay, first Zeph will buy it on PS4, and then he'll save up his money so that when it goes on sale on Steam, which it will because everything does, he'll get it for like $10. 10 USD.
Exactly.
Whatever.
Exactly.
Possibly with the DLC, depending
Well,
on
the thing
game.
is, like, on the PC version of Witcher 3 will already be half the Steam price, so yeah.
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 Well,
Surely you don't live that far away from the developer. You could just walk up there and go.
Actually, my
Just
cousin
look for a truck.
One of the programmers
His
for
cousin
the.
works for Nintendo.
ask your cousin if the developer, if CD Projekt Red can put something on a truck for you. Let's see. I mentioned earlier that Call of Duty now let you connect your Nintendo account to their online
exactly.
website. Well, that might be related to the Call of Duty Black Ops 3, which has confirmed to be existing. And let's see, according to this article, Call of Duty Black Ops 3 will be set in a dark, twisted future, and zombies will return. Okay.
I
So
can
much
see.
like real life.
Coming to Xbox One and PlayStation 4, Activision calls it deepest and most ambitious Call of Duty game ever. Great.
Great.
So, that sounds too deep for me, I don't know.
Oh man.
I don't know, if it's set in the future, well, I'm guessing they're just going to be recycling assets from Call of Duty Advanced Warfare then, huh?
Mm,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
let's see.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Fine.
In terms of story,
No,
Black
the
Ops 3 is
guns
set
will
in a
be-
dark, twisted future where a new breed of Black Ops soldier emerges and the lines are blurred between our own humanity and the technology we create to stay ahead.
Is it just me, or am I really focusing on the word black within that? Title?
No, it's not just you.
It's just like, it's just like, it's a dark Black Ops future with a Black Ops. And I'm just like, okay.
In a world where cutting-edge military robotics defines warfare, so it's basically Deus Ex.
In the grim darkness of the far future, there is only war.
Call of Duty Black Ops
Black.
3
Black.
Deus Ex Human Revolution Edition.
I kind of
Whatever.
hope you play as a black guy, just like a really sassy black guy who's there, just like,
Caught ups.
no, where it's just like, Rodriguez, go get the flower. Damn you, nigga, you go get the flower, or just something like that. I don't
I
know.
know. I think
Wow.
I still feel like Black Ops 1 actually had the best storyline of, well, any of them, even though that's not saying much, but
Wait,
yeah,
Call of
I'm
Duty
not
had
interested.
storyline?
Modern Warfare, the original Modern Warfare.
Yeah,
was-
Modern Warfare 1 was good, World at War was good storyline-wise, and Black Ops 1. And then after that, it's just like, fuck if I care.
You niggas need more cool
Dude
jokes.
sex. There is a new Dude Sex coming out.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
It's just
it will
a
probably
trailer.
do everything Call of Duty Black Ops wants to do with the grim dark future much, much better.
Mm.
Just
They've
saying.
already done it.
Yeah.
They didn't ask for this.
I'm not white. I'm trans black.
And let's
Cod
see.
Blops. Gotta play the Cod Blops, dude.
Anyone fans of Tropico or Calypso?
Yeah, Cod Blops.
Cod Blops. Or
Go
let's
for
see,
3, please.
Cod Blops.
God blocks.
Or let's see, Black Cops 2, Carl on Duty, the Carl Winslow Family Matters game. Anyone?
Yeah.
No? Okay.
Someone posted it already, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I was looking at the news. But Tropico publisher Calypso, they have released a new live-action short film to promote their upcoming 1970s heist game, Crooks. The interesting thing about this video is that it features Ron Jeremy.
Ron
Yay?
Jeremy.
Yes.
What?
Today's trailer, which features porn icon Ron Jeremy, is the extended cut of the initial video released last summer.
But
That's what
which
sells
kind of
games,
game
Ron
is it
Jeremy.
gonna be?
I'm
Action,
not sure. It is
RPG,
Crooks, the big heist, and let's see. Due to launch on PC,
I don't know
August
how to feel
25th.
about that.
Everyone wants to be Payday.
In the 1970s era, Crooks, every member of the game has a different skill set, like NPCs in Grand Theft Auto 5's heists, since we all have been able to play those. So players will need to tactically work together to pull off their missions. Crooks features 18 missions set in a colorful and stylish 1970s setting, along with all manners of tools for your character to use, including camera jammers, chloroform, explosive charges, among others. There's also a challenge mode players can compete in, and leaderboards so you can track your progress against others.
But what kind of game is it?
They included some screenshots here, actually.
Alright.
I'll link you to the entire GameSpot article because that's where I'm getting this from, because I'm totally pro at news. Shh. The screenshots are at the bottom. It looks kind of isometric, top down.
Okay.
Yeah, could be cool. And I don't know, I thought the most interesting thing was Ron Jeremy, but that's just me.
God damn it. You know what's gonna sell my game? 70s porn stars. That'll sell
I'm
my
guessing
game.
it's not gonna be multiplayer.
It's basically
maybe?
Valkyria Chronicles? What?
I-
With Ron Jeremy?
I'd play that.
What?
What?
Like, if the
No
game plays like
enemy.
Valkyria Chronicles, sure, sign me up, with or without Ron Jeremy.
I don't see how
I
this
can
could
watch Ron
play
Jeremy on my own
like-
time.
I don't see how this could play like Valkyria Chronicles.
Instead of a World War setting, just put it as you're a crook trying to make a heist. So you move people around the map and have them do different actions, like shoot people, use chloroform, etc.
So
I don't know.
invisible ink.
I think the funniest thing about that
Turn-based
trailer is that
Hitman?
it says Peggy 16 at the beginning.
That's a,
16.
that concept is exactly invisible ink.
Actually, let me see if I can't show that to no, I can't set it up right. I'd have to find the YouTube version. But anyway, I'm running out of news articles, and
Heck, he's only 16.
example of that. So this is apparently news. League of Legends players stumped by mysterious duck. League of Legends forum goers are perplexed by the elusiveness of this rare duck seen wandering around in the public beta environment of the game. There's just randomly a duck walking around in one of the betas for a League of Legends stage, I guess.
Okay.
Okay.
From
that's
Piper
what
Walking
they-
Titan remarks on League gameplay and balance forums that a duck sighting in the PBE a while back, public beta, whatever, has not returned to the game, sparking some consternation as to where it went. Where did it go? Is it still coming? Did it leave Summoner's Rift to join ISIS? How did it taste? Is it a boy or a girl? Does it say quack? Who knows? And
cares?
yeah,
Who cares?
I know it's more interesting to me than any other thing coming out of League, so there you have it.
Yeah.
Duck.
I guess.
It's duck.
But Kudu
Oh,
came from League of Legends. No, wait.
Well, don't mess with them. They are considered athletes now. So yeah, you don't mess with athletes, right?
Yeah.
You're right.
Then let's see. Ori and the Blind Forest dev wants to continue the story, possibly with a movie, they say. Let's see. Moon Studio CEO says, I'd love for us and Microsoft to do a little bit more with the IP. Okay.
Well, that's
Writing on
actually
NeoGaf,
pretty
Malvler said he has somewhat of an outline for where he'd like to take Ori's story in the future, if we'd get to work on another Ori-related project. The more copies we sell, the higher the chance that we get to work on new projects. Okay. So the story of Ori and the Blind Forest might not be done, depending on Microsoft and how well it sells. Neat.
Well,
I know, it
if
looked cool from what I've
Microsoft's
seen
in
it.
charge of it, it might go.
Yeah, who knows? We'll see.
It's not the greatest story ever told. It's incredibly simplistic. What?
Yeah. I don't know, I haven't actually been able to watch any of the people streaming it or the recordings of it. I just say, oh hey, that looks pretty, and I want to play
Well,
it.
the game looks itself look. I don't know about the story because I don't know it pretty well, but the gameplay itself looks pretty neat. So
Yeah,
Yeah,
I hear
the
it's good on
gameplay is
gameplay,
fine,
great on graphics.
but-
Storyline is like, eh.
I have no
It's-
idea what's going on.
The
Actually.
storyline is there to justify the game existing. Like.
Well, that's more than some
it's-
games can say.
Yeah.
Like Lightning Returns storyline doesn't justify the game existing at all. It makes the game not want to exist.
Problem is,
Anyway,
Lightning
You put
Returns is
yourself
the
through
opposite
that.
way. The gameplay exists to justify the story.
all right. Let me see. Do I have
Well,
anything
like,
else
just to
interesting
justify
in
Corona,
regards to the
there's Freddy
news?
CEO.
You could have ended that game like 3 weeks early, but no, you got to get all the side quests. You got to do everything.
So now I can totally never again. Anyway, so Tomb Raider. Let's see. Crystal Dynamics Tomb Raider, the 2013 reboot of the action adventure series, has sold more than 8.5 million copies, Square Enix announced, which is more than any other game in the entire Tomb Raider's history. So this is after, I believe it was a year or two ago, when Square Enix was talking about how the game, along with Hitman Absolution, was kind of disappointing in sales and stuff like that. Yeah, no, Tomb Raider reboot has sold more than any other Tomb Raider ever. Good to
Well,
hear.
it wasn't a bad game actually.
No.
No, it's worse than that.
Well, I enjoyed it.
Yeah, okay, it was fun, but it just didn't. I don't know. I just didn't like it as much as which one was I think it was like Tomb Raider Legend was like the first proper Tomb Raider I got into. I just
Oh
started
yeah, I
playing it.
remember
It was
that
like,
one. That one's pretty good too.
that was awesome. But then it's like
I have
this
never
one.
played
It's just
a
like
Tomb Raider game in my life.
I
I guess the new one is the one to start with.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or Metal Gear Solid. Well,
I
I
know,
didn't play
d-
Vengeance.
Just get Guardians of Light and then play as Kanan Lynch.
Can you actually do that?
You can, I think. Like, Guardians of
Holy
Light, the one on
fucking
Steam, Kane and Lynch are characters, and they actually have voice dialogue where they're wondering, like, what the hell are we doing here?
Which
I
one
got to
is
see
the one
Kudu
you can
do it.
play as Kane and Raziel? Is it that one?
I don't know. Look it up on that Steam thing.
I have Guardians of Light actually.
There's one of those alternate Tomb Raider games
Yeah.
where you can play as Kane and Raziel.
Wow,
Three
another
games,
Soul
not
Reaver
seven.
game.
And then, let me see. More interesting news, Age of Empires 2 HD has an expansion in development. The game's official blog outlined a series of patch notes and multiplayer lobby changes, as well as an announcement of a new expansion. Huh. The post was illustrated with a single screenshot featuring camel archers. No further details were released, but according to the announcement, the expansion will include new civilizations, campaigns, game modes, units, and more. So Age of Empires 2 continues to be, I don't know, the best Age of Empires out of all of them? I've heard good things, but I don't know the series.
It's a RTS, I guess.
Yeah, but I guess, like, it's getting more development than any of the other ones now, since it's got its HD version. And then, let's see, speaking of game creators wanting to expand on their games like Ori and the Blind Forest, Pillars of Eternity creator plan to expand it with a tabletop RPG and card game. Let's see, Pillars of Eternity launched March 26th to strong critical reception, and Obsidian Entertainment, its maker, is not standing pat. A physical card game and a tabletop role-playing game are both in the works, the CEO told us. So, yeah,
The CEO personally told you.
told PC Gamer.
Oh.
I'm totally part of PC Gamer, I swear. Never mind.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know.
By the way, I was right. It was that one that has Raziel
Yeah.
and Kane characters.
I've heard good things about Pillars of Eternity, but on the other hand, I don't think even if I liked the game, I would get into card games because I do not have the money to support a card game addiction. Like, goddamn.
I just don't have the patience. Like what was it? Super Friends or whatever's the latest one that's trying to take on Cards Against Humanity thing, where you choose your superhero and then you choose an attribute. Like you can choose a goldfish, and that goldfish has the power to read minds or something. And it's just like, for fuck's sake.
I don't think that's Cards Against
It's-
Humanity, but
No, it's not. It's not Cards Against Humanity. It's something like Cards Against
okay.
Humanity called Super Fight. It's one of,
Okay.
you know, like Cards Against Humanity.
Yeah.
You make up sentences like.
So
the
this
biggest
is you
thing I've
just
ever
make
seen,
up
and then
you
you
make
got
up
another card
superheroes.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And then you gotta have fights and that sort of thing as well. It's like instead of spending half an hour trying to explain the fucking rules, I might as well just go and play.
Yeah.
I don't know, Batman or something.
Actually, speaking of that Cards Against Humanity thing, I think because they made their app for it, we should probably. I still want to try to get a V2 streamer game of it going sometime.
Weren't we supposed to do that at some point?
Yeah.
Hopefully.
There was a thing we were going to do a Friday night drink stream of the pretend you're Zazie or whatever, the like online version of that.
Yeah. But I've been rather busy, so I haven't been able to pursue that. But if anyone else wants to, please, by all means.
Yeah. So in Super Fight, you got to argue against why your hand is. We did something like that when I was doing what was it? I was doing a unemployment course, and we had this thing where we got given a job role, and we had to argue why we are all on this theoretical ship, and the ship was drowning, so only 3 of us could survive, 4 of us had to die, you know, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
So you had to sort of explain how our job roles were more worthwhile than anyone else's, and there was jobs like, you know, solicitor and that sort of thing. And it's just like, yeah, it's shit basically. And games like Super Fight where you have to sort of explain.
Yeah, I can see how that works. But does that mean that if you have like Jackie Chan as a card, you automatically win?
I don't
No one
know,
can take
I
down
don't
Jackie
care.
Chan.
Oh,
Like,
Jan.
my hand is Jackie Chan, a ladder, and a baby. I have won the entire game.
The Ladder Factory.
Alright, let me see. This War of Mine has come out, and its DLC has helped 350 refugees from Syria, all of them children. Okay, that's cool.
Okay.
This War of Mine, a Warzone simulator.
So Titanic didn't sink then. Okay, it just floated away.
A Warzone simulator, told from the civilian perspective, has one more day left to go in its War Child charity DLC offer. Blah. So far, sales have earned enough money to help 350 RPGs. No, 350 refugees from the conflict in Syria. All of them children. Yes.
Oh, save the RPGs.
The War Child
They are
DLC adds
starving.
unique pieces from well-known artists throughout the game world. Players can purchase the add-on for as little as 99 cents or as much as $19.99. And 100% of the profits go to War Child, a UK-based non-profit charity. I don't know, I've heard good things about War of Mine, but I haven't got to try it at all yet. But I would actually like to. But yeah, so I guess part of their thing is
Maybe
if you get that
had
DLC.
cute anime girls, you'd be more inclined.
Maybe if it was an RPG and not a refugee, I don't know.
Maybe
Alright.
it was like 1,000 Arms, where you had to level up by taking girls out. Was it
Oh, yeah.
1,000 Arms?
Taking the refugee girls from the war zones. Hey girl, I see you. I see you still have all of your limbs intact.
But you
Anyway,
like to make secret gases in bed.
let's see.
Do you want to float an air biscuit? That was one of the.
YouTube is preparing to launch a paid
That's one of
subscription
the-
for ad-free
that's One of the
viewing.
girls asked. It was like, she asked you if you would fart in front of her, but she said like, "Would you float an air biscuit in front of me?" I'm like, "What the fuck is that?" I've never
I
heard
do
of
remember that actually, where it's like, fuck. I remember when Alexis was streaming it, and there was
I
one of
was
the
screamed.
answers was like, yeah, no, one of the answers was like, I make secret gases in bed.
I
It's just
can-
like,
I'll get this.
I've been streaming
Anyway.
it
Shut
recently.
up that.
So.
I think last bit here, Easy Grubber News. if you like Telltale and you like Game of Thrones, you can get Telltale's Game of Thrones Episode 1 for free on Android on Amazon. Like, it usually costs $5, but right now, Game of Thrones Iron from Ice is now free on Amazon. And the entire series is discounted. I don't know if you want to give Telltale more money. But yeah.
Not really.
That reminds me, I need to get that Borderlands episode
yeah.
2.
And then, on the Humble Store, 10 plus or more over 10 games from Rockstar are on sale for rather low discounts, like GTA 4 for 80% off, and etc., etc., etc. As if everyone doesn't already have that. GTA 4, Bully, Vice City, and etc. all for like 80% off. You can get Manhunt for $1.99. But yeah, that's about all of the news here for the video game stuff. And I could mention some of the news for Social Justice Warriors, but I don't think we really care. And we're already over time, so let's go to what are people streaming?
There's news about Social Justice Warriors? I bet it's not good.
No, it was more from GenCon in Indiana, like the religious freedom line and stuff like that. I guess GenCon has officially responded to the amendments that the Governor Pence made to the bill, but Governor Pence hasn't actually changed the bill or removed it entirely, but whatever. I haven't read the article yet. But anyway, so the V2 news, before we go into what people are streaming. V2 news, we still don't have a website, and I am trying to recover the Twitch password, but Twitch isn't making it easy because, well, it's all a rather fucked system, so I'm trying to get a hold of Moo in order to get that all out of the way. And yeah, good luck with that.
Good luck with that one.
And then
maybe it'd be easier to just get somebody to hack into the fucking account.
I know, right?
They managed to do it for so many accounts already.
They managed to do it for every single account, which is why they all were reset, I guess. And then let's see. I don't know. I feel like I want to hire more people to stream for the American evening. Like, all of the Euro Bros, all you guys, are really great at streaming early morning and afternoon and etc. for Eastern Standard Time, but I noticed for, like, evening and night, it's generally me or Mo. And yeah, I feel like we need to work on that. But
how many American streamers do we have? 6?
I don't know. Apotham has been coming back more recently, and Entok once he actually recovers. Oh yeah, Gennaro has also been doing a lot.
His butt
Gennaro,
operations.
Yeah, and Entok.
I think Jin streams at weird times though.
Yeah,
so.
But like late night and
I
evening.
see more of Jin than any other American streamer. So
yeah, that's something that us American streamers need to work on. But anyway, that's just something that I'd like to point out because I'm the admin in charge of all that shenanigans. But anyway, speaking of streaming, so what are people streaming? Who do we have here?
people are streaming?
People are streaming, apparently.
People are streaming!
Streams!
Okay, so let me see. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. I don't know, does the umlaut come before?
The first one.
But what if umlaut comes before O?
Umlaut?
Like Jormungandr. But anyway, John Fan.
Secret character.
Well, you know, I want to thank everyone from last week when we did the impromptu Worst of Steam stream.
Oh yeah, happy birthday, by the way.
That was
Thanks.
absolutely brilliant.
Thanks for putting up with my weird friends. They were over celebrating my birthday.
Thanks for putting up with those awesome games.
So, hey, you know how I...
So that was what it was about, okay.
Yeah. So that weird Make It Indie game got flagged on YouTube because of the stupid music, but it's still up because the shitty music.
Yeah, you gotta send that right to Mo.
I thought I did.
If you did, I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's up. I'll send it again. Speaking of Thousand Arms, I've been streaming that. I'll probably stream it when I get home. and I have Pikmin 3, and also someone bought me Lethal League on Steam for my birthday, so I might play that because that game's pretty rad.
I don't
when
get.
when are you going to get Sonic Boom?
Oh, yeah, I'll get that. Do you want to do that in May? Because I have like 12 days off in May, and that'll be like.
You'll need that time to recover.
Yeah, I can do that in May. I'll chat with Norman here about it as well. And
Well, because I
maybe-
work during the evening, so I don't really get to see all your European bros.
So you guys gonna race it, or there's some kind of multiplayer? element, or
Yeah.
what?
we're gonna race it.
We're gonna race it.
And probably kill ourselves afterwards just to get it.
I'm like,
Yeah,
hey,
but-
Common.
But
I was
why
like,
do you
Common.
want to play this? They removed the best feature in the game.
Yeah, the
Map
infinite jump. Yeah. Nope, I'm like, no infinite jump. Gotta suffer the whole way through it. I'm like, no.
All the way through.
Yes.
I'm like, hey, Common, they want to race Sonic Boom. I was like, no. I don't wanna. Yes, they're gonna.
I don't
I
know.
don't care. You have to.
I don't see how you can play through Thousand Arms and yet hate Soccer Wars so damn much. They're by the same developer. It's the same silly shenanigans.
It hurt me in the past.
That's
though,
why
and
you stream it with
that-
people watching, like the entire V2 cast. But
Okay.
anyway, okay,
Alright,
Jormungandr,
like-
what are you streaming?
Hurting when you found out that Subaru is actually a dude.
I've been streaming this morning, Euro morning.
Yes.
I'm going through Pandora's Tower. Still. I've been having some issues when fighting bosses, so sometimes, even if I win or lose, the game freezes. So
Ouch.
it's taking. Yeah, probably because it's from a loader, but whatever.
Oh, look
If
at
the,
the lowdown.
Fucking
if the boss music stops before I beat the boss, I know it's gonna freeze. I don't know. It just works like that.
It's
other
part
than
of the
that-
price.
Yeah, I've streamed Ziggurat a while ago. I've bought Hyperdimension Neptunia, Rebirth
Why?
1.
Why?
Yes.
Why?
Because-
Why?
It
Why?
is the best version of the game.
Why?
Still why?
And I will probably stream it in the far future though, because I'm trying to plan on streaming Sakura Spirit. I was gonna play it
Oh,
yesterday,
yes.
but I had issues with my connection, so I had to cancel.
It doesn't even show
I'll
boobs.
see.
Why do you stream it?
No, it doesn't.
There's no
What?
boobs. Why do you even play that game? Zaffo will actually order Senran Kagura for his PS4. That's what he's gonna get next.
Oh yeah, I remember I actually bought that game for Ted for his birthday.
I must
promised-
say,
Senran Kagura PS4 actually looks pretty legit as far as it
I
goes.
actually bought it for myself by accident first, I think, because I was drunk and I forgot.
Yes, by accident.
I forgot to press the purchase as a gift instead of.
Uh-huh.
It was an accident, I swear.
I was drunk.
it was for someone else.
I was drunk. It was an accident. It was dark. I couldn't see her face.
He said she was 18.
I swear she said yes. Too far.
But yeah, that's about it.
You do porn games really well, Yorm. I must say, it's very entertaining. Like you have that sleazy thing going on for you. It's good. It's funny.
I should stream that uncensored version of Necopop something. I actually have.
Necopara.
Yeah.
Well, apparently you can modify the Steam version to be the uncensored version. You'd still get
Oh.
Steam achievements for it.
maybe you should just stream Rapeplay. You know you want to.
Replay.
There was
Yeah,
someone
that's
that long
Sir
time ago.
Sengoku runs, why not?
I should probably continue Tsukihime sometime.
that the Kamidori game, the one where you're a alchemist and
Yeah,
yeah, that one's actually kind of fun.
I hear that one actually has gameplay too.
Yeah, it's like porn Fire Emblem. It's great.
I'm a creepy teacher with ankle vibes, apparently.
What's the title of the game again?
Kamidori?
Kamidori Alchemy Meister. It's porn
Alchemy.
Fire Emblem.
I hesitate to say this because I know you'll never believe me, but I found a USB thumb drive at my university, and I looked at the files on it to try to find out if the person who owned it had like a file with their name on it. They didn't, but they did have the full install of that game. Yeah.
Yes,
Oh.
I found this USB stick.
I totally found
Apparently
a
had this
16
game.
gig USB stick with that game on it, along with some pictures of like a museum in Detroit. And yeah, it's a
What's the
SanDisk
title of
Cruiser
the game again?
Switch.
Commodore
Kamidori.
Alchemy Meister.
Kame.
Yeehaw.
Okay.
You should just be able to
Why?
search Kamidori and you'll find it.
Wasn't that the thing in
Yeah.
Dragon Ball Z?
Kamehameha.
Oh, it's a
Getting heat
visual.
on.
It's a visual novel.
It's a game. Yeah, it's a visual. It has a game.
Yeah, there are gameplay elements like Utawa Reiguru Mono, which I also want to play through, which is like a strategy RPG mixed with visual novel.
It also has an English patch. so
Yes.
you can play it in English.
Uh,
Did you ever get your
all
copy
right.
of Africa?
I did actually, and I've actually streamed that a little bit.
That's good. Because Nautilus hasn't got his figurines yet.
Yes.
And he's probably going to be on my ass about that over the next week, so...
I actually streamed it a couple days ago, and then Siesta was like, "Why are you playing the Japanese version?" And then he linked me to the English version that I never knew existed. But it's
Wait, you didn't
okay.
know that- wait,
I
you
didn't-
know that the English version existed?
No, I never saw
I
it.
streamed the English version.
I must have been asleep. I don't know. But either way, like,
So you've paid $20 for a Japanese copy when you could have paid that for a fucking...
no,
What?
I looked on Amazon, and the English copy, an English copy of Africa on Amazon is $55. I don't know why.
Okay, hold
So
on.
yeah, I got the better deal, I swear.
I love those.
Yeah, you
pictures.
got. I actually can't find a copy on my eBay. Never mind. £49.
Damn it,
I'm
Joel.
not-
Yeah, I have no idea why the hell Africa costs so much.
I,
But-
what the fuck is that in chat?
And you complain about my link.
It's
No,
Subway. Express.
it was the link from Fat Loot, I think. Who linked
But
it?
that
Yeah.
sandwich, it's Subway. That sandwich is disgusting.
It's okay. She has a bag of
eat
Lay's right
trash.
next to it.
Yeah, bag of Lay's.
Oh, I do.
She
It
said
could be
she
worse.
Yeah, that guy, he's gonna get Lay's.
Bag of Lay's.
He's got a
You
bag
gotta,
of air.
you gotta get the 12-incher, dude. You gotta get the foot long.
Anyway, Spy Crab, what are you streaming?
Hello. I don't know, really. I'm not.
Weren't you streaming Kirishima, I think, the other day?
I have
The
no
whole
idea
town?
what that is, but I was streaming Never Alone the other
That
day.
one.
It's like a Eskimo adventure kind of thing, and I got stuck on a part for like an hour because I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. But I managed to beat that in like 2.5 hours, and regretted it immensely. So I'm going to continue Apotheon at some point, which is like a 2D Dark Souls-y kind of thing. I've also been streaming. Well, I've been playing random ass games like Adventure Capitalist and
Yeah.
and whatever games I decide to put on the Wii U. Like I was playing a little bit of Sonic Lost World yesterday, and quite frankly, I want to die now. Like, it's just so fucking horrible. It's like they tried to make Sonic, Super Mario 3D World. They tried to make a Sonic game like that, but failed miserably. It's,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's all the Sonic team is known for these days. Just failure all around. But yeah, Never
And then-
Alone
and
is
then
also
Sonic
known as
Generations.
Kishima Ingichuna, so yeah, that game.
It's also known as Never Alone, which
Yes.
is the name I prefer it to be.
Like, when I saw it on Steam, I thought that was the full title, like, whatever, blah, blah, Never Alone. But yeah, it looks cool from what I've seen.
It looks alright. It plays a bit crap.
Aw,
it's-
that's unfortunate.
Yeah, well, it's like usually when you have a 2D game, stuff like crates and that, it will, you know, the physics of it,
Yeah.
it as it is a box, but you know, graphically, some boxes in games will have little bits of edges and
Yeah.
no, but it's like you would, instead of it being treated as if it was a square box, it was treating it as if it had like little edges and that on it. So you would like walk along, and then you'd gradually like sort of trip up on the corners of it, and it's just horrible.
That reminds me of what I've been playing recently, but anyway. So that, and I don't know, I've seen a lot of people playing Adventure Capitalist. Is it really that interesting, or?
It's
No.
cookie clicker.
It's cookie
I know
clicker
it's
with
cookie
like-
clicker.
It is just cookie clicker.
But I don't get why so many people are playing it if it's just cookie
Yeah.
clicker.
Yeah,
but
but-
You don't really play it. You just leave it in
You-
the
you just
background.
have
and
it
you do other
running.
stuff.
And then you sell
Well,
the
you
Steam
don't-
cards.
you don't even need it running in the background. You can just turn it off, go away for like 5 hours, come back, and like boot up the game again. And
It keeps
got
track
loads
of
of
how long.
yeah,
Oh, okay. Huh, I don't know.
I don't know why people are streaming it.
Well, it is an easy thing to stream, and I guess it beats Ray, maybe, if you have
Maybe.
music playing
Yeah.
or commentary.
Yes.
I'm not going to make any comment on that, but I'll leave it up to the streamer's discretion. And
Yeah.
then, Zaffo, what are
Yeah,
you
well,
streaming?
I started streaming the God of War games, and I plan to continue that. I streamed a little bit of World of Tanks. I think I'm gonna make that a thing since I play it a lot.
Yeah.
And I'm actually playing World of Tanks right now.
Yeah, that's Zaffo.
I
And,
think
um,
you were talking
and
about...
I actually resumed streaming Xenogears because I love that game. And that's pretty much it.
Alright.
okay.
You're gay.
I know, you were talking
I
about
know,
like
for you.
getting Final Fantasy Type 0 maybe for PS4, but I feel like you should totally...
I was thinking about getting that, but I heard like mixed
Yeah.
opinions.
Clearly, Zaffo, you should get the new Senran Kagura game on PS4.
Isn't that the
I actually might get.
3DS game?
It was a 3DS game, then it got a Vita version, then it got another 3DS version, and now it has a PS4 version that just came out in Japan. And oh my, is it lewd.
Yes.
Oh my.
I must buy it. I must buy
Will
it.
there be
as the next
English version?
Figurines.
There will probably be an English version.
Well
Like,
then.
Marvelous hasn't announced it yet, but they've released every other Senran Kagura game, so it's only a matter of time, I would assume.
But it's gonna be like censored or just leave it like it was.
Say again?
It's gonna be censored somehow for the Eastern market.
I don't think any of them have been censored any more than they were in Japan.
Well,
Though
then
actually,
I get it,
related to
definitely.
that, Senran Kagura PS4 had a glitch, actually, which let you remove the censor entirely. Which, because
That's
Twitch doesn't know
really
how to
cool.
handle itself, Twitch had the immediate knee-jerk reaction of, you cannot stream this game on Twitch, it's banned. Yeah. But, I guess Marvelous, in response to Twitch's response, they immediately shut down all sharing features for the game via the PS4. So you cannot download, or you cannot save movie clips or upload them or screenshots or anything like that. But
Because
Fuck you,
clearly
it's not
that
like I haven't
prevents
got a
people from
HDMI
streaming
capture
it.
card.
yeah, and another neat thing, so you can still save the movie clips, you can still save the screenshots, but you can't upload them via the game's uploader. But what you can do is you can access the share function, the share studio on the PS4, and copy the video clip and upload it via the share studio, or you can go to the image viewer on the PS4, view your screenshot from the game, and then take a screenshot of the screenshot and then upload that, and it's the exact same thing.
I got a screenshot of your screenshot so we can screenshot.
So yeah, Marvelous shut down all that sharing stuff, but you can just easily bypass it. But yeah, that came out, and I guess don't tell Gamersgate. I don't know. From what I've seen, the game actually looks really, really fun. Like, it has a little more advanced play style than the Vita version that came out not too long ago. And the special edition in Japan did, in fact, come with little figurines. I think like 12 of them or something like that. You can see a bunch of images of them online if you look.
Alright.
We never get
Hey.
cool gifts.
Hey guys, I need to get going because I gotta get ready for work. So.
Alright, have fun. This is actually the end of the
good.
newscast. And Herp Derp never appeared. What the hell? Oh well.
And 6X
Now
is
you
in the
summoned him.
No 6-axis, no Herp. I'm so alone.
I came to say my goodbyes. Thank you for the newscast. Bye bye.
God damn it!
Bye bye.
There you have it.
You cheeky little shit.
Anyway, as for me, I've been streaming Night Vale, and only Night Vale because I'm busy with stuff. And I think I just lost this call. Oh wait, no, Skype just fucked up. Anyway, yeah, so what I've been streaming, I'm busy with a lot of school stuff recently, so I haven't been able to actually play games. I've just been working on projects, more or less. But when I do find the time to play games, I just do like short sessions of Africa or anything that doesn't require actually do anything complex. So what I've been doing rather than giving commentary is just playing the Welcome to Night Vale podcast, which makes for interesting listening. It's a podcast that it pretends to be the news from the town of Night Vale, a interesting little town in the American Southwest, which has a number of eldritch horrors residing in it and other interesting things going on. Oh yeah, so that's what I've been doing rather than, I don't know, more legit streaming where I actually go through the storyline of anything. But that's because of time constraints on my part. So yeah, I guess expect more Africa from me, more Tokyo Twilight grinding, and then fighting games or other things. But I believe that's about it for this special 2-hour version of Newscast, just because I'm slow and unorganized. Yeah,
If it
2
was
hours, 5
organised,
minutes.
It would be shorter.
Yeah. But alright, so from all of us here, I don't know if anyone's going to be taking over after this, but if no one does, I can do something. Probably more Night Vale. But from me, Zaffo, Spycrab, John Fan, who's not here, Herptroop, who randomly came in and then fucked off.
Don't give him any credit.
And Zaffo, thank you all for watching. Stay tuned for V2 for more video games and video game news and stuff. And maybe eventually in the future we'll have a website. But who knows?
That works.
A website that works.
Yes.
I can also do multiplayer with Night Vale, yes. But alright, thank you all for watching. See you.
Goodbye.